And sometimes we get to wake up at places like this, the beach. And then sometimes you sleep in places like this. We have a neighbor over there who joined us late last night. And it's kind of neat because we're kind of hidden back inside the desert. Let's see if I can show you. So we drove through there, this little narrow opening, and there's some people camped up at the front by the road, and then there's just this little clearing. It's kind of neat. And there we are. Baby, was this one of your favorite places?
Definitely.
Definitely?
Oh yeah. I like how hidden it is.
Sometimes in schooly life, you find yourself sleeping in a place like here. We are along the side of the road today. You can see way out there are a couple of semis. And there usually are some cars parked out here, but we woke up very late today, so they're gone. Bubbly seems kind of weird. It was weird to us the first few times we did it, but sometimes you're just too tired to drive way out to, you know, BLM land. And so you just stop and you find somewhere to sleep where all the truckers are.
This is where we get to sleep and wake up to.
So, those are some of the examples of places that you could end up camping or sleeping when you're in like a bus life, van life, RV life situation.
Yeah.
I think that covered all of them.
Yeah.
Camping, I don't know, whatever your thing is. We just wanted to kind of give a little example of that because we've been doing this for 6 months? 7 months? 6 or 7 months now. And one of the number one things we always get asked is like, where do you sleep? So where do you sleep at night? Where do you sleep? You know, and a lot of people are like, oh, do you just park on the side of the road? And we're like, no. Well, sometimes we haven't actually paid for anywhere to camp. So that was our other thing. We wanted to give examples of where you end up sleeping for free. Because if you had to pay for somewhere to sleep every night, I guess in the end, you might as well just like rent somewhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the point is not to, you know, to be off the grid, to like not have that payment, to have more freedom with your like finances and your life and your time. And it's windy. So we're sitting here currently in between our two vehicles. So we just recently got to finally have my car, my Fiat 500 with us, along with like having the bus. We're going to be getting a
trailer hitch.
Yeah, attached to the back of it and be pulling that around with us. Maybe not everywhere. We haven't decided yet. We have a big trip coming up. We're not sure if we're going to take it with us, but it is good for like local when we're home and stuff in Arizona because it's just
saves on gas.
Yeah, this is a gas hog. This is amazing on gas. And it just gets annoying having to take everything down, put it up, take it down, put it up, take it down. That's probably like my one thing I would say is like having to get everything cleaned up and put away constantly before you get moving is so annoying. Having the other vehicle makes that really exciting of like, okay, we can really set up camp somewhere and I have to constantly break it down, set it up, break it down, set it up. We're not on the go enough either, I think, to just have the bus. Like a lot of people, and you know, everybody does this their own way. Some people like it that way where they're constantly on the move every few days in a new spot. Like that's just not in our cards. We like being home a lot. We have family, you know, that we're very close with. And we're not like that anyway. We don't want to be constantly on the go. Like we have a huge thing where we want to go somewhere and we want to like stay put. We want to like pretty much live there for a little while. Like
take advantage of the.
Let's stay there for a few weeks, a week, a month. Like we like to stay put. So that's another reason why having just the one vehicle, it doesn't work for us because we want to set up camp and kind of feel like, okay, we can be here for a little while. Which is
nice.
another great thing, in case you did not know about the BML land, is that you're allowed to stay on them for 2 weeks at a time, and then you have to move somewhere else. There's like a certain amount of miles away you have to go, and then you can stay at another one for like another 2 weeks and then come back to the other one. And then there's certain ones where like no one cares. What were you saying?
You get lucky that they don't come and check on it.
So we'll list the other, like the 3 main websites and apps we use to find camp spots below or on the screen, whatever. And also go out and like investigate and look, because we found a few just
Honestly,
driving
yeah.
around, finding areas to hike, realizing, oh my gosh, there's BML land here that wasn't on any of those websites or apps that we've used. Our place that we found in California for my birthday, not listed online, and like an amazing kept secret, you know? So definitely explore. Don't be afraid to like ask other people that you see in RVs. We've done that too.
Yeah.
Where we've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
like other like full-time RVers or van lifers and been like, hey, where's somewhere that you stay? So definitely don't be afraid to like ask others in the community.
It's been great. We finally, like, again, we have the car, so it makes it easier to actually treat this more as a home, because it's just days where we're at. We have to put everything down, all the decorations. We don't have to be in a rush or anything like that.
Which it makes sense to me now. I like people who do RVs do like the fifth wheel, I think it's called, or like a little like Airstream or something, because it's nice to be able to just like set your home up and then you have a vehicle to come and go. So
Yeah.
I definitely get that. But yeah, so it's been good. We've had like adjustments we've had to make and things we've had to get used to.
We have a big trip coming, and it's going to be the first long distance trip we take with West Hippie the ending of the month. And we'll for sure obviously be filming that
Yes.
stuff so you guys can see. But we're going to take off and drive it all the way to Miami.
Yes, we're very, very excited about that. Yeah, that has been long overdue. Like I said, we had some electrical issues pop up, and we've known about them for a little while, but they were just kind of getting more pressing. Like, okay, can't ignore this anymore. And we were just contemplating like where we were going to go. We were talking about leaving Arizona for an extended amount of time, but it just doesn't look like that's going to work out into our plans. So instead, we're just going to stay put, keep working away, and you know, all of that, and go on this big trip. And yeah, so we're really, really looking forward to that. And that's coming up in like very quickly. Like the weeks are just flying by. So we'll be actually finally taking it out on the road. And I think everything is finally, like this last visit to the mechanic, everything is finally at a place where I'm comfortable. So we're still learning. It's a journey, but it's such a fun journey, and we're enjoying every step and every minute of it. And we're really looking forward to sharing more. Like I said, keep your eyes out for the tour, because it's looking so good in there. I don't think either of us have been so like happy. We've been taking it slow and in steps and stages, but it's finally getting where we want it to be.
Yeah, very, very happy. Just little small things we want to add more, but it's like it's good. It's great.
Home. It's home.
It feels yeah, it does.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think we have anything else to say till our next video. Thank you guys for tuning in.